Welcome to Mental and Emotional Health 2. In this video, we're going to look briefly at the role of our subconscious mind in reinforcing our thinking habits. Then we'll look at part of the brain called the limbic system. And finally, we'll touch on how the limbic system can become overly active. So the unhealthy automatic thinking habits that I talked about in the previous video can be exhausting, and because we constantly reinforce them in our thinking and decisions, they actually take up physical real estate in our brain. Also, our subconscious mind is great at keeping our thinking habits intact by carefully filtering and interpreting our experiences. In short, we automatically take on board anything which appears to agree with our thinking habits and beliefs, and anything which seems to disagree, we automatically disregard or misinterpret to support our thinking habits anyway. This is why it can be so hard to change a habit or try something new, because our conscious mind, which is trying to do the right thing, is battling against well-developed physical structures that we've built into our brain over a lifetime. On top of that, our feelings and bodily sensations play a huge part in reinforcing our thinking habits. And these are controlled within a very primitive system at the base of our brain called the limbic system. Let's use an everyday example to explore the basics of how this system works. Say your boss says to you out of the blue, "Please can we meet in my office after lunch?" If you've had a negative experience meeting with a boss, and/or developed a thinking habit which believes that bad things always happen to you, possibly your heart will start racing, your palms might get sweaty, you might even start experiencing negative mental images or automatic thoughts urging you to start looking for a new job. On the other hand, if you've had mostly positive meetings in the past, or if you've constructed a belief that you're valuable and you have a lot to offer the world, there's every chance you'll interpret that same situation completely differently. Two people experiencing two different automatic reactions to exactly the same situation based on their past experiences and thinking habits. So what is actually happening when we react automatically like this? Well, in really basic terms, within the limbic system, two parts of the brain called the hippocampus and the amygdala are working together to try to protect us from danger. The hippocampus remembers everything, and it's constantly active and alert, using memories of past experiences to help it scan for danger in the present. It works without any conscious effort on our part, and what's key to understand is that the hippocampus isn't able to tell whether a threat is real or imaginary, whether something is dangerous or just scary but perfectly safe. So when the hippocampus senses a threat, real or imagined, like an unexpected meeting with the boss, it engages the amygdala, which sits right beside it at the base of our brain, to kick off the fight or flight response. It's an amazing system, and it's been really important for our survival, but we run into problems if our amygdala is reacting too often or staying active for too long because of ongoing stress, like the stress created by our unhealthy thinking habits. So instead of properly calming down after the threat has passed, the amygdala can get stuck on high alert, causing it to overreact to even small things and kicking off the fight or flight response even when it's not needed. And this causes even more stress. Unfortunately, an overactive limbic system can eventually contribute to longer-term problems with anxiety and depression. But the good news is it can be trained to calm down and react in a more healthy, balanced way. In a moment, we'll look at how to retrain our brain so that we can enjoy healthier thinking habits and a calmer limbic system. But first, check out the next video which sets the scene for these changes to be made.